post something on social media, or criticize the government, and your job could be at risk. Maharashtra's big decision. Imagine, you are a government employee. After a day full of files piling up, the stress of meetings, and the pressure of public expectations, you return home. In the evening, sipping tea, you scroll through social media on your phone. Suddenly, you see a post about a government scheme, some criticism, a few questions, and your own thoughts start surfacing. You think, why not share my opinion too? But now, stop right there. Because the Maharashtra government has made a decision that could put your job at risk over a single post, a reel, or even a photo. This is not just a story about rules and regulations. It's about a time when an invisible wall has been built between social media and government jobs. On one side is the freedom to express yourself in a democracy, and on the other, the promise of confidentiality and discipline in public service. The question is, how will this decision change the lives of government employees? Today we will explore this topic in depth. But before that, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you get all our latest video updates first. So, without any delay, let's begin today's discussion. The Maharashtra government's General Administration Department has issued a circular that clearly states no government employee can now comment on government schemes on internet media, whether it's criticism or questioning shortcomings. And this is not just a general warning, there is strict disciplinary action provision behind it. Meaning, one mistake, and your career could be eclipsed. The government claims this step will bring transparency to governance, maintain confidentiality, and increase employee accountability. But here lies an interesting contradiction. Rules have been made in the name of transparency, yet those same rules almost shut the door for employees to express their opinions. According to the new guidelines, every government employee must now keep their personal and official social media accounts separate. If anyone makes a negative comment against government policy or functioning, it will be considered a direct violation of the rules. Even if someone shares, uploads, or forwards any confidential document or government information without permission, they will face immediate strict action. However, the government has left one small window open. If you want to share information about your work or a successful scheme, you can. But even here, there are conditions. You cannot praise yourself, and you cannot post anything offensive, hateful, or defamatory. In other words, the information will be there, but controlled. Interestingly, the rules are not limited to posts. They also extend to your visual content. If you want to make a reel, you absolutely cannot use your official designation, logo, uniform, or government property, such as vehicles or buildings, in it. In other words, a government employee cannot make an Instagram reel from their desk or shoot a TikTok video in front of a government building. The government says that the promotion of government schemes should happen only through official media channels. Personal profiles cannot be used for this purpose. Meaning, if a scheme has to be promoted, it will be done through the government's hands, not through individual employees. Now think, what will be the impact on the ground? There was time when many government employees would share their work stories on social media. Photos from vaccination drives, experiences during flood relief efforts, or the joy of building a road or school in a village. These posts not only spread awareness, but also strengthen the trust between the public and the administration. But now, under the new rule, such posts may disappear. For employees, the biggest challenge will now be how to balance sharing their work experiences with following social media restrictions. Any mistake, even if unintentional, could ring alarm bells for their career. Just imagine, if an employee shared a harmless meme making light-hearted fun of a scheme, but the government perceived it as criticism, what would happen then? Supporters of this decision say that government employees should stay away from politics or policy debates so their focus remains solely on service and administration. On the other hand, critics believe it will harm freedom of expression, especially when, As ordinary citizens, everyone has the right to voice their opinion. This debate is not new. Not just in India, but in many countries around the world, there are social media guidelines for government employees. In some places, these are extremely strict, allowing posts only from official, work-related accounts. In others, the rules are comparatively relaxed, permitting employees to share personal opinions as long as they don't reveal confidential information. Maharashtra's decision deepens this debate. Does a government job mean working quietly without speaking up? Or is raising your voice as a citizen just as important? Imagine a government employee arriving at the office at 9 am, reviewing files, attending meetings, and on the way home in the evening, opening social media. Earlier, after a long day, they might have posted a success story. Now, those same fingers will pause over the post button. A question will linger. Could this post be a violation of the rules? The impact won't be limited to employees. It will affect the public as well. Often, posts from government employees serve as an important source of information for people. For example, if a new health center opens in a village, the local health officer might share the news on Facebook to inform residents. Now, that information will have to come through official channels, which may take time or might not reach people as quickly or with the same personal touch. These rules are not just about what you can say, they are also about what you can show. The very strength of social media lies in the instant impact of photos and videos. But when the use of government logos, uniforms, or buildings is prohibited, a government employee's personal content becomes heavily restricted. The question now is, how will employees follow this? Will they need a checklist to think through before every social media post? Perhaps yes, because even a small slip could leave them stamped with rule violation. It's also true that government confidentiality and discipline are extremely important. If sensitive documents or policies are leaked early, it could harm the administration. But alongside that, one must ask, does every criticism, every question, every joke really fall under the scope of confidentiality? In the coming time, government employees' social media activities may become even more regulated. These rules could set a precedent that other states may also adopt. If that happens, the relationship between government jobs and social media will be completely transformed.
Something new. Do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.